Hello, hello, collective. Thanks for joining me. Hello. So, welcome to my temporary table. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you to those who have continued to support my channel, and welcome to those who are new. So, if you are just finding me, know that I am a generational curse breaker. No, I'm not AI scripted as much as a particular group are wishing that I would be. You must be careful following AI scriptings, because from what I've been watching, they are really trying to walk people up a garden path right now. So just be mindful. You should always be able to get a physical, personal, between yourself and your spirit guides, a physical confirmation outside of what you're being told in any of what those AI things are telling you. That's how you know. Yeah? All right, so we have Suffering in Silence at the bottom of the deck. So this is a specific message, so it will either include all different kinds, as I've got this first bit out, or I'll just do another one with mixed messages. I don't know just yet, but the underlying energy is suffering in silence. Okay, so just bear with me a minute, because there's two things at the same time. So obviously, I don't even know if you can see them, it doesn't matter. Sorry, collective, it's a lot's going on. All right, so listen, if your name is Timmy, Tommy, Trey, or Troy, then this message is definitely for you. Doesn't matter where in the country or where in the world that you come from or you are or whatever, there's going to be specific things in this message that is for yourself. I don't know who it's for, so I'm just going to talk to all of those names as if it's the one. So there's something there for some of you or whatever. It's not even take what resonates, leave the rest. There's a specific message for either one of these names. It's down for you to know your own story to place it there. This isn't going to be something you're going to have to make fit. You're going to know what I'm saying. This is a polite heads up, just like the universe does for me, gives me a little heads up of anything that's incoming. I'm now returning that favor back to you. So what that means is, and the reason that it's so specific, and what have I got to do with your life? Why am I so interested in what's going on for you? Well, there's one of three reasons. You can take whichever one you want to apply. It's either that you're in my way and you're being politely moved out of the way so I can come through, or you've helped me in the past in some way, or you are currently, unbeknown to me or unbeknown to you, whatever it is, there's a higher power at play, and that could be one of the reasons. So it's either a return favor for karma collecting, coming in on a positive side for yourself, or something that you're doing, something like that. It's a balancing. Or the other one could just be that our future timeline is about to cross, and there's someone on your timeline, whether they're hanging on, whether you're already getting signs that you need to cut them loose, or whatever it may be in your life, whoever is resonating with this so far, could be all of the names. But there's a pathway that's going to cross, and there's someone up around you that needs to be removed. So the reason for this, so as you'll see as the message unfolds, this is either about you or it's someone connected to you. But my feeling is that this message is for you, about something that's being done to you by this other person. So all of these reasons, the 1, 2, the 3, it could be all 3. Only you're going to know what's going on for you at the minute. I'm already being told that someone or a couple of you have already been getting a heads up, but you're not really into like psychic stuff and whatever. Not many people are. Well, they are all of a sudden. It's going to be everywhere, but that's another AI story. Basically, you're getting messages from the universe, but you're not either something's blocking it, and that's because either you're not into it, you're logically palming it off to be something else, or I don't know what you're doing, but this message is for you. A little courtesy call. All right, so someone could just keep fiddling, or they're restless or something and being distracted. You're needing to pay attention. So I'm locking in properly. Your name is either Timmy, Tommy, Trey, or Troy, or you are connected to someone with that name, regardless of where you live or where you're watching this. This message is coming through. So what I'm being shown is, just to run through quick, we've got power, we've got rest and rejuvenation, stand your ground, and foundations and achievements, is it? Something like that. Material harvest, mental conflict, suffering in silence, which was the energy at the bottom of the deck. And under that, we've got choose wisely. All right, so what's going on here is, whilst there's a distraction that's going on over wherever it may be, I'm deciding to just loosen up this stalemate that people are starting to find themselves in. It's like a little bit of a everyone's waiting around for this, that and the other to happen, but what's actually happening is you're being pulled into the loop again. So I'm coming from a completely different angle to just break up some of this dense energy that's moving around. It's like locked in. So this could be kind of seen like a curveball, because I'm not here to pull the pin out of somebody else's grenade. So what I'm doing is going down a whole different route. I'm not AI scripted. Yeah? So I'm being shown a key. It's a fat, round key, flathead, round key. If you already instantly know what that key would go to, then this is definitely your message. I'm not going into every minute detail. You're either following this or you're not. You own somewhere that has, it's either you own a pub, a restaurant, or an arcade, a betting shop, something like that. Someone that works for you is robbing from your machines. And if you've just thought, no, I've already sorted that, or I've got a different key, then most likely you're the one that it's being done to. And the reason why this is a curveball is because whilst everyone's waiting for God to give like multiple £1 billion blessings, and you just got to keep waiting a little bit longer. And whilst they're waiting for AI Atlas that's going to get delayed and won't be here till November, December, February, March or April, things like that, or whatever the other one is that people are probably waiting for, or that's about to spring out of nowhere, whatever one it is, I'm telling you, that's a distraction and you need to pay attention, because there's multiple tower moments. Look it up in what is a tarot card tower moment for those that don't already know, because that's what's coming your way. Somebody is being two-faced, as you'll see in here. We've got power. Someone's being two-faced, or they are feeding a story, whether the story's being relayed in your restaurant, in your bookies, don't know what they're called in other countries, like I don't know, gambling store or whatever they're called. What are they? I don't know. A betting shop or whatever. You own something where these conversations are taking place, but you've got machines in there as well, hence the key. So it's either a pub, a bar, I've said as well, yeah. So when you with this person, they are switching off the cameras, they are emptying some of your winnings out of the machines. I know that this isn't a new scam, con, trick, I was gonna say means to an end, or empire building platform starting launch pad. It's not a new thing, I get that. But what I'm saying is, whoever is resonating with this now, especially if you're the one that's doing it and you're hearing this message, it's a friendly heads up, because something is incoming. And the reason it's incoming is I need to surgically remove the person who is about to blow everything up in the air, because I'm coming forward regardless, and what I'm building won't be touched and brought down by some kind of incompetent fucking thief. Yeah? I understand why people steal to survive and all of that bit. Not here to judge that. What I'm saying is, I've done enough to prise fingers off of my life, so I'm going to continue coming forward. So you're either in my way, oh, who the fuck does she think she is? Don't worry about that side of it. Or someone up around you is doing that. So if you've built an empire on robbing machines or working for somebody and the trust, your material harvest is about to collapse. So we've got material harvest, somebody's sitting back ready to collect. This is the AI side of things. So we've got others specifically with what this message is for, that they are in a bar, they are closing up and the cameras are off and they are emptying. So I'm getting something that wouldn't be possible because of whatever, I don't know. But what I'm getting told is, whoever it is that is saying that's not possible because you are probably the one it's being done to. Yeah, I don't owe you any favors unless you've been currently helping me or have helped me. take it whatever way you like. But what I am saying, someone needs to be removed from the equation, because it's going to do too much damage to everybody else that's trying to get along, get ahead, and make changes. So I would think about that. Rest and rejuvenation, you will... I'm not going to say, oh, you'll be able to tell who they are because they're going to be so stressed, because especially if we're on about gambling or anything along those lines, poker players need to have a poker face, don't they? So there's something about that. Yeah, I keep getting as well something about, so say for example, Las Vegas, you probably wouldn't get away with it there, but only because as well that, not only because, but it's like literally it is like 24/7, it's never ending. So all of that, there's that high security and everything. But if you've just got like a local pub and everyone all comes in there and all the rest of it and whatever, it's like a busy, and those machines are, people are on it the whole time, and whether it's paid out or it hasn't, it doesn't really matter. What I'm being shown is somebody is emptying a bit of it off. They must know something in the sense of when it actually does get collected or something. Okay, so every time I'm trying to explain it, it feels like, oh, I'm talking about something that's ages old. The new machines, maybe that's it, that you can't do that with them now, or there's something like that. Then this machine that I'm seeing must be like an old school one, or something. There's something like that. I wouldn't cancel yourselves out of the equation if you do have new machines, because those names have come forward specifically for a reason. Something is about to come tumbling down, and you've been getting a heads up from the universe, which is why I'm saying, your spirit guides, your ancestor, they don't live in YouTube. You're not getting the answers from there. You need to be asking for something physical. And so if you are already aware, or you're kind of like, well, I've got my suspicions, and it could be a couple of people. Sorry, this just fell on the floor. Could be a couple of people, which, yeah, obviously you're gonna think that it's could be a couple of people, because that's how it works, isn't it? It'd be like, oh, they're never gonna think it's me, they're gonna think it's so and so, or they won't have a clue, blah blah blah, whatever. You know how it goes. So what I'm saying is, if you've already had a suspicion that it's going on, or something's not right, or you can feel it, you're being alerted to something, but you just need a confirmation. And look at me, oh, your answer's not in YouTube, but you know. Anyway, what I'm saying is that you're going to catch them. So I'm seeing December. That still feels like miles away, and it still feels like AI. Oh, December. It depends how long this has been going on for you. If you want it to be quicker, you can bring it forward. But the only reason I'm saying December is because of once this goes out, whoever it is, they're going to have to go quiet for a minute, because they've got to make it look like a lie or get you to forget about it, or they've just got to, you would have seen the glitch, and then it's got to hold steady for as long as it can. So you will be getting distraction. December is obviously Christmas time, and if you've got an establishment of any kind that holds those type of machines, regardless of how many they hold, you're going to be busy at Christmas, aren't you? Regardless, or Thanksgiving, wherever you are, or whatever you celebrate. Yeah, so the heads up's coming now. It's down for you to pay attention. We've got here the 5 of Cups, so a regret. Someone in regret, someone will be regretful. Someone being in regret will be yourself, most likely, if you don't start paying attention, because for one, I am coming to tear down a particular timeline, or surgically remove someone that shouldn't be on that timeline, because they're affecting what I'm looking to build in the future further down the line. You can believe in what I'm saying or not, it's fine, it doesn't matter. I don't go forward on the basis of whether people believe me or not. I've just got to follow my calling of what I'm here to do, and so there won't be anyone that's getting in the way. If it happens to be that there's something that you're doing that what I'm doing complements what you're doing, or vice versa, regardless of what it is you do or how, whatever, your morals will be in line with mine, regardless of what industry, what business, whatever, or whatever people think of you. As long as your ethics and your morals are in alignment with mine, then no matter what we do, it always complements the other ones, even if I'm talking to every name that I've called out, wherever you are. But you wouldn't want me bumbling into your timeline, crossing your path and bringing a whole truckload of fucking stupidness with me, would you? And I won't be having it for the path I'm treading down either. So, like I'm saying, this message is either going to make sense to you or it's going to mean nothing. It's neither here nor there for me. All I need to do is timestamp it into the universe to say I've gave a heads up, and I'm carrying on forward. We've got here strength in reverse. Yeah, look at that. Someone's still thinking that they've got a it's like someone's shoelaces are tied, or literally somebody's got a grip of someone's ankle. It's like, yeah, they're going nowhere. That's either what's happening to you or what's happening to, not what's happening to me. It's, I already know where I'm at. I'm just giving a heads up for those that are about to get it. Energetically speaking, bots. Okay, so we've got strength in the reverse. Again, as well, it's complacency isn't your friend. Ego isn't your friend. Keep telling people, oh, it's not my ego. If you've got to describe your presence, then no, people can't feel it. That's why you've got to describe it. We've got here the Page of Cups, also in reverse. The person or people that I'm sending this message to, you're you can think for yourself, obviously, but there's you're not someone that needs to keep going outside of yourself to get answers. You don't need to run to others to get told what's the next bit, what do I do next. You may have to be caught up in the whole of everything because of your job, your industry, or whatever it is that you do, but mentally and spirit, I was going to say spiritually, you're on a different plane. It's not even the spiritual, because it doesn't feel the people that I'm talking to are spiritual. Maybe religious, but it's not even that. It's what, it's atheist, is it? You probably don't even identify. I don't know. You're not practicing anything as far as it feels to me. That possibly maybe one person or something's into God, or a little bit the universe, or whatever. I don't know. But what I'm saying is you're not needing to get outside validation. You may get guidance and advice, but ultimately you're the decision maker. That's why you're getting this message. There is something else as well, and you know what to hold back. So yeah, so the person that's taking the money from the machines, they are also, and I would say, oh, an informant. Well, most people are in one way or another. You know, it's not like, oh, informant, feel straight away, oh, police informant. No, people that are going back talking to other people are just as detrimental for some. Yeah. Whatever's being taken out is not doing good, whereas sometimes an informant to the police is actually helping to save people, things like that. Whatever, I'm not here to start debating that side, because that's not why I'm here. What I'm saying is, not only is it that, oh, you've got someone up around you can't trust, you actually have somebody that is just building an empire ready to stuff you out as well. So they will have built, so I'm specifically seeing as well a female with dark hair who has also built a business on the back of something along those lines, whatever, that's her life. But you'll see those type lives are going to collapse. Something specifically to do with building empires off of machines. You'll know what I mean. And the dark-haired woman does not live, it feels, if they are still in their hometown, it doesn't feel like they are. It feels like they've taken what they've mastered and learnt, and now they live in a different country, and they're doing the con, the grift, or whatever it is, wherever they live now. Something along those lines. And I'm getting that a lot lately. It's like people are harnessing what they have to do, and then they're taking all of that grift and con into a different city. So it's like taking the butter wouldn't melt personality into another city, town, country, whatever it is, because they're coming with an unknown history. Whereas if they came back to their own hometown, it would be like, no, don't fuck with that person, because your whole life is going to collapse for real. So yeah, someone's being used as a stepping stone. You could be training someone as a mentor. Whatever the business or industry you do, you might not even own a machine as such, but you could be mentoring something. Yeah. All right, so that was the Page Cups in reverse. We got the King of Wands. That's what I would say that you're presenting as at the minute, the King of Wands in the upright. So Google the meaning if you're not sure what that character reference is. But the King of Wands in the upright, if you're in the reverse, it's the industry or the job that you do, or there's something like that, or you're being, maybe you could be sensing like an overthrow or whatever that is. Like you could have mentored someone and now they're about to take you out and replace you. It's that kind of feeling. You would never have thought them because they're like your right hand man or your brother from another mother, that type of blimmin' thing, you know, which you're never going to look there. And I'm not telling you to start being all crazy with everyone up round you, but if you're seeing this message, then you're gonna, and you're recognizing what I'm saying, then there you go. So we've got stand your ground. Anything that's disturbing your peace, anything that is a little bit glitchy, you've got to stand in your truth, because it's the only thing that's not going to collapse. And imagine that there's two people stood in the same building that are connected in one way or another, regardless of if they know each other or know the situations that link them, whatever it is. Two people stood in your truth. Imagine that's a collision or a spark or divine spark that is destined to happen, to have a domino effect and collapse whatever else is in that room, conversation wise, threads, timelines, whatever, destruction. This is what I'm trying to say. It's either your path is about to, at some point in the future, cross with a path. You're getting a heads up now to start clearing out the dead wood, that, or the whatever you've got that's gripped around your ankle, thinks you can't see it, or take a look down and see if you got anything that's still attached to your ankle, that when you walk off it's like, oh no you don't, or I'm coming with you, something like that. So yeah, another thing that's just come forward with that analogy of being two people being in the same room, you possibly could be hearing something and you know the truth. You're being called to, if you find yourself in that position, I wouldn't keep your mouth shut. And this is like a social setting or something like that, because your timeline, if you keep your mouth shut and don't recorrect that, whatever it is, or stand your ground to honor your peace and your whatever, if you don't speak up in that moment and you are consciously aware that you should have spoke up, then know that you're going to lose something, whatever it may be, because that will be an instant karma smack on the hand, because you should have known better. A King of Wands in the upright is intuitive enough to be able to read a room, to be able to intuitively know, I won't place a bet on that, but I'll place a bet on that. In the reverse, they're reckless, they're not committed, they've got no foresight, and they're not confident with their decisions. So from now until the end of the year, you're being guided to sit up, pay attention, because there's everything going on around you and it feels like you got glazy eyes. Glazy eyes? You crying? So we've got the 9 of Cups in reverse. So yeah, 9 of Cups in reverse under that mental conflict as well. It's like, no, you're not going to want it to be the person that it is, but that's why the person that it is doing what they're doing, because they're able to get in closer for longer, unfortunately, and they've been strategically placed. So they could have seen other people build an empire this way, possibly, and now they are in a position that they can try it, do it, and it's working, has been working, and no reason for it to not, until you got someone like me that comes along. Yep. So no, it's not going to be a wish come true. If you are drinking a lot lately, I don't know, maybe if you are drinking a lot lately, you're talking too much whilst you're drunk, you're telling your secrets, or you're being not profiled, but it's like, yeah, well, what would happen with that? Oh, well, over in Las Vegas they would do this, or when I went there I was looking for that and they said that. You're giving them all of the answers of how to screw you over. The Las Vegas is only an example, because you don't ever hear, not you don't hear of it, I don't know, you don't hear of it, do you? I don't know, it's late hard, but a little local blooming city, town or something, it would be quite easily done. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's something that's been done on a bigger scale and it's been reduced right down. So it's like a couple of people are making, maybe 3 people. Just feeling now, I picked up something ages ago, maybe not that long, but I can't remember what reading it was, and I saw 3 people working in a bar, and it was only when they was at work that they could get to chat about something. There was a key underneath a barrel. I wasn't shown a round flat-headed key at that time, but it could well be. And if you don't have a game, a machine, then what's that key open? A petty cash box? One of those type keys? A cabinet? Something like that. You'll know. It's like not many people have got those keys, have they? So what is it? We've got here Page of Swords. Yeah, could be lots of things, like you're being watched. Look at the eye. You're being told to look deeper into something. Yeah, look at that sword. It's like the light of the torch is going straight through that. So somebody's truth is a little bit flaky. Maybe they think you are. Maybe there's a distraction that's happening. You're just, yeah, maybe you're not sure who to tell, what to do, but the answer's going to come to you. So, but, and then we've got the 3 of Wands in reverse. So you don't need to go anywhere, look at anything, do anything. It's all there in front of you. So it's like a magician's bag, in the sense of you've got all the tools that you need to do what you need to do. Don't know where I keep. Yeah, so this material harvest, they're waiting for Christmas time, so everything is going to be stalling everybody for as longer and longer and longer, blah blah blah, whatever. Remember, this is a number 9 year, which is planetary, is also in line with that. So the next year is the 0, which is the Fool card, new beginnings, moving forward, taking those leaps of faith and being carefree enough to do it. Whereas this is a karmic completion. There's that harvest. Something's not right with that, although they do have like a little bit of cash there. They've got all the food they need. They've got water or a little shot of something, or they've got all the bits. So may not be amazing, but there's plenty of room on that table for it to fill up, and it will do. So whoever it is, they're either expecting you to do well over the holiday season, which means that they will, or you're going to identify them and let them go before that time cashes in. That's what you're being guided to do. If they're watching this, then yeah, they are going to be paranoid. Watch out for, I know people say about, oh, telepathy, it's not a thing, it's not a thing, it's all just like coming forward. Yeah, it's in kids. I'm telling you, you could well be having your thoughts infiltrated, manipulated. You could have had someone that, if that's you, say for an example, and then you've got someone that's just been sat in your mind, not necessarily having conversations back and forwards, but they're watching, they're listening, they're just throwing the odd thoughts through. So this will be somebody that knows you, because the answers come back you'll be comfortable with. You need to be watching, because the reason that this message is coming about is because you're here for something else, and there's a disruption that's got to happen, because whoever it is connected to you is about to block, ruin or whatever for others, and that's not happening. So it's either you're going to lose everything because you're not paying attention, or they will be removed one way or another. Suffering in silence. Yeah, you're here to do good things, to remove suffering. And if you feel that you've been suffering, then be brave, stand your ground, because things are about to change for lots of people. So that's why this message has come forward. So don't forget, your name doesn't have to, this is literally a temporary table, so I'm not going to stress too much like I have been, but even if your name isn't the one that I've called, you most likely will know someone. So it's something like that. You position yourself with where you're supposed to go. Okay, so there we go. I don't have my angel card here. You can have a little fairy card if you like. So we will just end with a, oh no, it's not fairies, is it? It's a witch one. Whatever this was. Funny enough, this one jumped out earlier. It's justice. But look what I noticed. One, I hadn't even noticed those 2 cats, but look. Oh, all of a sudden it's not. Ooh. But the eye. she can see. So there's something about a judge that's not supposed to know something, but they do. So they're pretending they don't see. Yeah, turning a blind eye. That's what it is. Yeah, those type of things aren't gonna work anymore. It's like literally getting exposed. So okay, so there you go. There, that message, I just needed to give you that because I'm doing what I've got to do, and I saw that we are at a bit of a stalemate, some of you are, so that you can do with that to change the energy, change the direction, whatever it is. This person's getting caught, so if they haven't been spotted already, but like I'm saying, they're going to probably go quiet a little bit to go back under the radar, because they could have been having a bit of a spend and a splurge or something like that. Either that, or they've already built an empire, and it's that empire that's going to collapse. Something's going to start unthreading. All right, have a lovely day. Bye bye.